Every human life contains a potential. If that potential is not fulfilled, that life was wasted. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. The kernel of all jealousy is lack of love. No tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. It all depends on how we look at things, and not how they are in themselves. Often the hands will solve a mystery that the intellect has struggled with in vain. Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. Intuition is perception via the unconscious. I am a symbol of my soul. The bigger the crowd, the more negligible the individual becomes. Nature has no use for the plea that one did not know. I don't aspire to be a good man. I aspire to be a whole man. The greatest tragedy of the family is the unlived lives of the parents. But if you have nothing at all to create, then perhaps you create yourself. What you resist persists. One who looks outside dreams. One who looks inside awakens. The true leader is always led. We meet ourselves time and again in 1,000 disguises on the path of life. The sure path can only lead to death. Where wisdom reigns, there's no conflict between thinking and feeling. The majority of my patients consisted not of believers, but of those who had lost their faith. Every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether the narcotic be alcohol, morphine, or idealism. The creative mind plays with the object it loves. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. The fool is the precursor to the savior. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. Whatever is rejected from the self appears in the world as an event. Find out what a person fears most, and that is where he will develop next. Sometimes you have to do something unforgivable just to be able to go on living. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. I must also have a dark side if I am to be whole. Words are animals, alive with a will of their own. What we do not make conscious emerges later as fate. Show me a sane man, and I will cure him for you. Life really does begin at 40. Up until then, you are just doing research. The reason for evil in the world is that people are not able to tell their stories. In each of us, there is another whom we do not know. There's no coming to consciousness without pain. Shame is a soul-eating emotion. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. Man needs difficulties. They are necessary for health. Fanaticism is always a sign of repressed doubt. Nights through dreams tell the myths forgotten by the day. Children are educated by what the grown-up is and not by his talk. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. If the path before you is clear, you're probably on someone else's. If one does not understand a person, one tends to regard him as a fool. The gods have become our diseases. In all chaos, there is a cosmos. In all disorder, a secret order. People don't have ideas. Ideas have people. Neurosis is the suffering of a soul which has not discovered its meaning. Everyone is in love with his own ideas. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. Intuition does not denote something contrary to reason, but something outside of the province of reason. The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown. A particularly beautiful woman is a source of terror. As a rule, a beautiful woman is a terrible disappointment. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and leave a comment. Click the subscribe button to get more videos like this one.